Hey guys, welcome to another modification video. Today is going to be a very interesting modification as I'm taking the X2 that has 3 osram P9 emitters and I'm gonna put in 3 osram culpm1.tg. Yeah, those are the same size. I wish I could put in these little ones, but yeah, they're too small. So these osrams are 35-35, and the I forgot what those are, but they're not the right size. All right, let me get some of the stuff out of the way. Let's grab the flashlight. I'm telling you, this arm is awesome. So if you're modifying flashlights, there's nothing better, in my opinion. So I heat up my soldering iron to the highest it will go. Honestly, the hotter the better, and that is because I want to spend as little time as possible on this circuit board, this MCPCB. Because if I heat up the driver too much, I'll burn it out. Make sure your tip is tinned really well. There we go. All right, positives off. To move my camera, it's in my way. All right. Ooh, and there's a rubber ring that I missed. I don't want to touch that with my soldering iron because then that'll take away from its waterproof abilities. So there's nothing wrong with these emitters, the P9s, but I like throw, and they don't throw really far, so, well, and I like to try putting new emitters and everything, so. This is really soldered on here. Sometimes it's just tough to get these off, and that's okay. It's annoying, but it's okay. gonna stay patient. Oh, excuse me. Gotta stay patient. Straighten these out. And pull the board up. There's thermal paste on the bottom. Clean that up and then we'll get rid of these LEDs. Alright, so I have a bunch of emitters that I need to take off. I put this culpm in my tool AA by Lumitop, and it made it like a little throwing monster. It was awesome. So I need to take that LED off of there. And then I had these ones sent with the LEDs on there. Or I'm sorry, the LEDs on the MCPCBs. And just so I have extra MCPCBs. Alright, so around 180, these will start coming loose. 180 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Remember that. And what I like to do before I even put them on my hot plate is I take a picture of them, because I want to see which direction the LEDs are in. These P9s, I don't see any markings on the front, but the culpm1s, they have, it looks like a little QR code, and that's on the negative side. All right, so these should be pretty close to ready. Popping them off, popping off. Get rid of these. All right, this one's ready. Pop them off. This is a really, I gotta notate that Wuben makes really good products. I really enjoy using their products. And they always do something extra. And this MCPCB is extremely thick. At least 2 or 3 millimeters, I'd say. They're usually about 1.6. So it might take it a little longer to heat up. There we go. All right. So now what I'm gonna do, well, I'll show you. So I'm gonna clean this board up. It's pretty clean as is, but if you look at the direction on the board, my negative side is on top. The power, the current, oh, you can't see it, dang it. Sorry. All right. So with this, there's a line. So the positive terminal, there's a little line right down here, and then the negative will be on top. So I need to be careful when I do that and make sure the negative goes on top so I don't fry the LED. All right. Right here. So now what I'm going to do is put on some soldering paste. And then we'll attach these LEDs to this MCPCB. I put the solder paste, there it is. Alright, so I use Chip Quick solder paste. This is no clean. I don't think there's no lead in it. There's silver. And I put a decent amount. Usually there we go. Alright. more is better in this instance. You want to make sure that your LEDs have contact to the MCPCB really well. Now, I would need to arrange these in the way they're supposed to be. That is negative on top. There we go. Make sure they're in the right way. Whoops, daisies. That should be okay. All right, turn this guy around. All right, clean these up. All right, so double check, make sure I have them in the right way. And then I'm gonna warm them back up. So what you'll see happen is this solder paste right here, you know, it'll turn into actual solder, more metallic looking, and then it like sucks in underneath the MCPCB, or I'm sorry, underneath the LED. Alright, so I'm gonna start warming them up. And around 150, 160 degrees Celsius, you'll see it start to smoke. And once it starts to smoke, the solder sucks in underneath the LEDs. Let's see, I'll put these. So, yeah, look at those. I don't know if you can see. Probably not. Oh, they're starting to smoke, it looks like. Yep. Oh yeah, these should be ready. So you lightly tap the top and get those little balls out. Just go around the LED. Collects it like a snowball. All right. Go around. And you don't have to do it this way. This is just how I'm doing it this time. There we go. Because I want to make sure everything is perfect. Let me unplug this. So I'm unplugging my heating pad. I don't want it to get too hot. All right. And I don't want any of these balls because they can short out the connection. All right, it's ready to go. And then I just want to, I lightly tap the LEDs to make sure, while they're still on the heating pad, just to make sure that they're in the right spot. Now I can see, I want to double check again, negative, negative, negative. Always double check yourself. If you don't, you will make mistakes that may cost you. You know, you may burn up an LED, you may burn up a driver, and you don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna clean this. I clean it with what is this, denatured alcohol, and these little Scott towels from Walmart that I bought. Oh, really quick, so there's a couple little balls that I missed. See right there? So I'm gonna go around. After it's cooled down a little bit, you just go around, clean those right off. Make sure there's nothing that will hurt your connection. Whew. This is hot. All right. So I'm gonna clean this up a little bit more and I'll be back. All right, so looking at the X2, there's a decent amount of little solder paste on there. I'm sorry, not solder, thermal paste. So I'm just gonna add a tiny bit more. Just because I want the best heat sinking availability. All right, so I have my MCPCB. And I'm gonna put it back in here, make sure it's the right way. Positive is red, and negative is black. All right, move this to the side a tiny bit. Now I'm just gonna push it down. Just want to make sure that I'll get a good connection. I have it all prepped so that when I put the soldering iron on, it really doesn't need to be on there for very long. Maybe a little more solder on there. All right. So an easy way to add solder is to use solder paste. Like, you can just put it on top of your contacts. Shaky tonight. Let's see. And then when you heat it up, it all tends to, it's almost like it's magnetic. I just want to make sure there's There's really not very much solder on here. There we go. That's what I wanted. I finally buried the positive bleed into the solder ball. Oh, come on, baby. I think the negative needs a little bit of the solder paste. So I'm gonna add a tiny bit. Maybe a lot, just to be safe. Looks like we got good connections because those suckers are working. All right, now I'm gonna put it all back together and we're gonna take it outside. Get some beam shots of this thing. This is the Wuben X2. It has 3 osram P9 emitters. It has 3 stepped modes. And this is a good floodlight. A very small, unique floodlight. Turbo is very bright, but it does get very hot rather quickly. So I do recommend using it in short bursts. 3 clicks for strobe, 3 clicks again for SOS. Double click for turbo. This is the Wuben X2 with 3 osram culpm1.tg emitters. Low, medium, high, turbo. Hey guys, so I hope you enjoyed this modification video. And if you didn't, I hope you at least learned something in case you ever want to modify flashlights. So in the comments, please let me know what your favorite is. Do you like the P9 or do you like the throwier culpm1.tg? So I'm a big fan of throwy flashlights. And I actually like the P9 better because it is much more uniform, whereas with the culpm emitters, it's a little bit more choppy. There's a donut hole. It's just not as clean of a beam. But anyways, please like and subscribe If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And good luck, guys. This is the video where you win the Soldering SC32 with Yingting L50. This one right here. Oh, no, that's my SFT40. This one right here, guys. This is up for grabs. You just need to tell me what numbers you saw throughout the video, email them to me, and I'll choose a random winner from whoever gets it correct. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.